vanilla Kahlua pecan pies for Christmas. I'm going to make 2 pies. There's one I'm going to keep here, and one of my lucky friends is going to get the other pie. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start making my base. It has to be done in a certain order for this to work right, so I will get started with that now. Okay, so we got our pie shell. Do our first one, and basically we just make sure that meets up with the outside edge and tack that down. It's a nice Pillsbury pie shell. You can make your own if you like. I just think that this pie shell is very good quality, and I don't have to make it from scratch. Okay, then I'm just gonna poke a couple of holes in this to let the air out as I press it down on it. Okay, so I want to get it into the corners. All right, and don't want to have any air pockets in there. Okay, and then once you're done, just press those where you put those little holes. Seal it up. Okay, so there's our pie shell. We'll do that for the other one also. Okay, so we're going to start making our pie filling. I took 1 stick of butter and I just melted it down. I'm going to pour that in the bottom. Okay, 1 stick. Now again, this is for 2 pies. So if you want to cut it down later, just cut everything in half. Alright, so I got the butter. I do not need any sugar because I have sweetened condensed milk. If I had evaporated, I'd be adding about 1.5 cups of sugar, so I don't need any extra sugar. Vanilla is already in the Kahlua. It's French vanilla Kahlua, so I don't have to add anything there. If you do, it would be 1 teaspoon of vanilla if you have just regular Kahlua. 2 tablespoons of flour per pie, so we're going to go with 4 tablespoons. So if we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and we're going to blend that together with the melted butter, so that'll thicken up the butter. Okay, you want to blend that in first before you add anything else. The butter and the flour. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like consistency-wise. See? Alright. Okay, next we are going to add our 6 eggs. I got 6 eggs in there. You want to use the yolks and the whites all together. So, again, if you're doing 1 pie, it'd be 3. But because I'm doing 2, it's 6 eggs. So we're just going to add those in there. Like so. Okay. And that will mix with the butter and the flour. And again, 1 ingredient at a time. I don't want to dump this all in there at once. It has to be done 1 ingredient at a time. I'll show you what the consistency of that looks like. Okay. You can see. And we'll mix that up well. Okay, next we have our 1 cup of dark corn syrup. Okay, we're going to add that in. And this is a little, sort of like, not as thick as, almost like honey. So you want to have maybe a little spatula to scrape out after you measure it off. Okay, and we're going to slowly incorporate that into the egg, flour, butter. See where all this flavor is coming in. Butter, corn syrup, eggs. Okay, I'm going to show you what this looks like so you can see what you can expect to see. Alright, and it's coming out very nice. So it's getting like a tan color to it due to the dark corn syrup. Okay. Okay, next up is the Kahlua, 1 cup. French vanilla Kahlua, or if you have regular Kahlua, so you can add a teaspoon of vanilla extract. And oh god, does that smell good. I'm going to add that in, okay, such. Again, one at a time. Every time you add something in, just give it a good stir. Mix it well. Again, you don't need an electric mixer, just a whisk does nicely for this, because this isn't not really a batter, it's more of a mix. Okay, so that's what that looks like now. Oh god, that Kahlua smells awesome. Okay, we got Wolfie down here, he's waiting for a drip to drop. You can't have that, there's alcohol in there. Okay, so next is the 1 can, 2 ounces, well, it's 14 ounces. I'm going to do 2 cans of sweetened condensed milk. And again, I'm using this instead of the evaporated because it already has the sugar in it. Sweetened, so it's kind of like evaporated milk with sugar in it. Okay, so we got our sweetened condensed milk. I'm going to slowly turn and work that in. You see, this is really thickening up. And with the condensed milk and the eggs and all that's going to make for a really rich pie filling. And I guess that's what you want to call it. It's not really a batter, it's a pie filling. And it might take a little while, but just keep working it till it's all incorporated. Okay? And then once it's all incorporated, then we're going to add the pecans last. And then we can pour this over. Actually, I'm probably just going to put the pecans in the pie shell and then pour this filling over it, so I have a better control over equal amount of pecans in the pie. So I'll let you see what that looks like. So this is my pie filling. That's about the consistency of it. And if you feel it a little tug on the bottom, then you know there's probably some condensed milk stuck at the bottom. So you just want to keep working that till it feels smooth all the way through. Okay, and then you'll know it's ready. Okay, so we got our 2 pie shells here. Okay, see that? And what I'm going to do is slowly add in my pecans. And you can see some are crushed, some are not whole, but not so crushed. You don't want to have them all the same consistency, because that wouldn't be good. Okay. So now there's our nice pecans. Alright, they're in our pie shells, equal amount. Okay, now we're going to add in our pie filling. Okay, just want to drizzle that over. Alright. We're going to do that for the same. The other one. Okay. Keep doing that so we get a nice even amount. Okay, this one's a little deeper, so I may want to use just a little bit more in this one. And again, this is probably gonna not reduce, but kind of blow up a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, so what I've done, I put some saran on this one, so I'm going to bake these one at a time. So the heat transfer doesn't work the same if you cook them both in the oven at the same time. So, it's too expensive to mess this one up. So I am going to cook that one at a time. It's 400 degrees for 10 minutes. And then 325 degrees for 30 minutes after that. So I'm going to cook each one individually. Okay, so we got the pie in there, 400 degrees, 10 minutes. And you can see it's settled in there. Keep this shut so it'll keep the temperature going. And then once that 10 minutes is done, we're going to 325 degrees for half an hour. Okay, Wolfie says it's time. Here's the little beepy thing go off. Okay, and we're going to get that up to 400 again. For the other. Oh, yeah, this smells awesome. Very good, very good. Alright, beautiful. Oh, God, it smells fantastic. And we'll show you what this looks like. There is a nice vanilla Kahlua pecan pie. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh God, and they smell good. Okay, so you can see we've cut into the pie. And that's what it looks like. And we've added some whipped cream on top. And we're going to have that with a nice cup of coffee for Christmas.